Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Hill. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't...
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Across the 35. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Tide. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the move, it's Jackson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. The offense changing the play. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Riley. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Gives it on the option. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Pressure coming, and down he goes.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He wants to change this route.
Look. Freeze. Level.
From the gun on third down, say it. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fourth down, say it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Sayin to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sayin from the gun on third down. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. With the run on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 96, sexual offense on the ball.
He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Austin Mack. Forced out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
I just just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hill. Look out, he's got room. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might be changing the route. Here's Julian saying to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The quick out. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, say it. He's taking the shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Did some work on the return, and they mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring feet.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Say it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense. potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Say it. Smith with the grab over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely...
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Hill. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Stop. Match. Team.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeye. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Good timing on the quick out. Flying out to the left. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown time.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Sayin back to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Number 96.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Hill. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. Nice move there. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. Quick completion on the out. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They make the stop at a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little extra time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a deep shot here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
On the direct snap, it's Hill. There's a crease. Got some room into the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And I love to see this when I'm a defensive guy. Why? Because they know they can't line up and punch me in the mouth and score a touchdown. They got to do something a little bit different. And guess what? We were ready for that too.
Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Throwing, Mack. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires into the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up. And because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll go right back to him and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Could be an alley.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, say it. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Again, it's Sayin. Lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Sayin into the end zone, and he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Blue 22.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Mack. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hill. He's going to keep it. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snap to the back. They feed him again. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Ready?
Mack to throw for it on 4th. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal and right, and he takes it in for a score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
14.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
First and 10. We'll take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And some room to work. Maybe a crease. Oh, he got loose. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. On the ground, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. He might want another play. Fourth down, Saying. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hill. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Red pass hits complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Hill.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 coming up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll go play action with Sayin. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Fires one high and deep. He's got it up to 25. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period.
Ready, ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the...
Brings it down on the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Might be calling a hot route. Say it. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's Sayin to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. Bust through behind his pad. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They go right back to it. Strong, firm tackle. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
8-14 choice. 8-14 choice. Bender, Bender. Race car. 180 race car.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead.
C14, bridge, bridge.
Austin Mack throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. You want to talk about making a decision pay off, Jesse. They convert right there and take any doubt out of this game.
I don't know how many guys in the huddle offensively were surprised by the head coach deciding to go for it, but it didn't stymie him. It didn't faze him. They just went out, handled their business. They're going to ice this game.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hill. Keeps it. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On the read. He'll take it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.